So, at the time of May 4, 1970, students on Kent State's campus who were under 21 didn't have voting rights. So, it's no surprise that they used their First Amendment rights to protest instead. One of the resources that we found when researching this exhibition was a brochure for issue 1 in Ohio, which would have given 19-year-olds the right to vote. And it says over 50% of Ohio's 1,673 men killed in Vietnam were not eligible to vote. Prior to World War II, the Selective Service changed the draft age to 18, but they didn't adjust the voting age. So by the time the Vietnam War rolled around, students were out protesting with buttons that said, "Old enough to fight, should be old enough to vote." But the pressures of Vietnam really emphasized that these young people wanted to engage in politics. They were active, they were out protesting. Politicians started to get concerned about student protests, that the students were causing problems. And many politicians, including James A. Rhodes, governor of Ohio, felt that if young people had the right to vote, maybe they wouldn't be participating in these protests and activities. So Ohio in 1969 actually attempted to pass a ballot measure, issue 1, that would have given 19-year-olds the right to vote, and it failed by a pretty slim margin. It wasn't until 1971, after the events of May 4, when the Ohio National Guard shot upon students here at Kent State, that the 26th Amendment passed, which gave 18-year-olds the right to vote. And we see a clear connection between what happened here at Kent State and those voting rights. So 1972 became a big election year where Nixon and McGovern are competing for the young people's votes. So Richard Nixon is campaigning as being a law and order president, and McGovern is campaigning to get the United States out of Vietnam. Nixon actually ends up winning the election, but young people really helped to swing some of those local elections. So there was a great advantage to all sorts of politicians, whether they're on the right or left, for young voters.